Hello everyone. I'd like to thank you all for coming here today and listening to my presentation. I appreciate you guys making the time in your day to come out here and listen to me. Today I'm going to be talking about why it's necessary for managers to learn how to approach discipline in a constructive way and some techniques to use when providing constructive criticism. I've narrowed my presentation down into three main points, those being positive feedback and constructive criticism, criticizing to improve, not to punish, and third, negative feedback and the destructive criticism and its implications. Now, my first point, positive feedback and criticism is necessary because with there being increasing generational differences in the workplace, whether it's baby boomers, Generation X, Generation Y, there are different styles that employees appreciate when it comes to punishment and criticism, and the managers need to be aware of these different styles, and they need to be aware that employees appreciate managers when they use the correct style when punishing and when criticizing. So the first point is employees care about the criticism that they're being given. Many people think that when you're going to criticize, if you're going to criticize somebody, they think that you're doing it just to yell at them. You're doing that just to waste their time. But really, employees actually do care about the criticism that they're being given. They want to improve on their mistakes, and they want to get better. So the first thing that the managers need to keep in mind is that the criticism is not there just to waste time, waste space. It's there to actually make the employees improve, and they appreciate that. The second point about that is that it needs to be fair and equal treatment. You can't yell at one employee or criticize one employee for making a mistake and then see another employee do the same exact thing and not criticize that employee the same way in the same manner that you criticized the previous employee. People like to see a uniform discipline, and if they don't, they're not going to take what you say to heart, and they're not going to try to improve on their mistakes because they don't think they're actually mistakes if you're favoring one person over the other. The third point about positive feedback and criticism is that you need to use praise instead of punishment. If you use praise before punishment, there's less likely to be the problems to even happen in the first place. If somebody does a good job on a report, if they get it done on time, if they do it ahead of time, it's important to go up and let that employee know that they've done a good job. You need to go up and be like, I appreciate your work, keep it up. You're doing a really good job and we appreciate it. Because employees will be more likely to want to succeed and want to get things done on time rather than wait till the last minute or not even get it done on time where you have to punish them. They appreciate that praise more than they're going to appreciate the punishment. So now I've talked to you about the positive aspects of constructive discipline, or constructive criticism and discipline, and I want to talk to you about the opposite, which is negative feedback and destructive criticism and the implications coming from that. Negative feedback and destructive criticism increases resistance from employees and avoidance from employees. If you go up there and you give them negative feedback, if you just start yelling at them before even asking anything that happened or try to see their point of view, they're going to be more likely to resist and not care what you actually have to say, and they're going to avoid what you do have to say in the end. They're just going to be like, oh, well, he doesn't matter. He didn't hear my side of the story. He didn't hear anything. So you need to realize that the negative feedback will increase resistance, and you won't be getting your job done by doing it that way. Second, timeliness is the key. It's going to be negative feedback. It will never be positive if it's not done in a timely fashion. If somebody does something wrong, you need to let them know that they've done it wrong and how they can improve on it in the future, rather than waiting until they've done it wrong several times in a row and finally saying something about it. Because what's the point of criticism if it's not done at the right time? Alright, now I'm going to end pretty much on a positive note. I'm going to try to end on a positive note by saying that really the whole point of criticism is to improve, not to punish. You're not trying to punish your employees by saying they've done a bad job. What you want to do is you want to let them know that they've done a bad job, and then tell them what they can do in the future to avoid that bad job or avoid that problem, so that they can improve on it and they can make themselves better and the company better. That's what they want to do. Nobody wants to be mediocre. Nobody wants to be bad. Second, the constructive criticism improves. It encourages improvement, and there's less repeat offenses when you give the constructive criticism, especially in a timely manner, like I've said before. If you let somebody know that they've done something wrong, the first time they've done something wrong, there's less of a chance that they're going to actually make that same mistake again, because they're going to think back to when you let them know what was happening, and they're going to appreciate that, and they're going to know that they're doing something wrong, and they won't do it again. So overall, constructive criticism and discipline is necessary in all workplaces for them to be successful. With the examples of the generational differences, the difference in employees' thinking and how they act towards things, and just it makes employees feel better when they know that they're doing something wrong, and that you care that they're doing something wrong, and that you care to help them improve on what they're doing. So I hope you found the info useful on positive feedback, negative feedback, as well as the reasons to criticize to improve. I hope you found all that information useful, and I hope that you begin to implement that in your company, so that not only your employees can improve and appreciate the criticism that you're getting, but it can help your company run more smoothly and efficiently. Thanks everybody for listening to me. I appreciate it. Have a great day.